Hey guys, welcome to the video. In today's video, we'll be discussing what type of workout it takes to get a physique like Ranbir Kapoor. Just a quick note before we get started. The purpose of this video is to cover the type of workout you should be performing. If you are looking for something a little bit more specific, I will toss a link in the description box below to a workout plan or workout routine that has been well reviewed or I've tried out myself and will achieve the same goals that we're about to discuss in this video. All right, so the main goals we're going to have is to get that ripped six-pack abs type of look. And that's done primarily by building muscle so that when you get to a low body fat percentage, you have that toned look. And that's going to get you that six-pack, the toned arms, and the angular face, all the aesthetics that we're trying to go for here. So we're going to do that in two phases by having our workouts into two phases. You can pretty much do any specific combination of lifting weights or cardio, but we want to have two distinct phases where for the first 3 weeks we're what's called bulking, and that's where we're primarily focused on building muscle. We're going to be lifting weights 3 to 5 times per week and really focused on, adding strength, making sure that we're lifting more weight for all our exercises, going in there trying to improve, our strength, agility, performance. And that's primarily going to it's going to make you bigger. You're going to get bloated. You're going to add on the muscle. And then after 3 weeks of that, you want to switch to a cutting phase. And cutting is essentially the opposite of bulking. This is where we're trying to focus on burning fat and getting leaner, thinner, lowering our body fat percentage, and getting to that more ripped look. So 3 weeks of cutting, and during the cutting phase, you are going to want to still lift weights, and you're going to want to lift hard. You're going to want to lift the same way you did during bulking, but on top of lifting weights, you're going to add in cardio. And cardio could be anything from running on a treadmill to the elliptical, going to a yoga class 3 times a week, kickboxing. There's a number of different things you can do for cardio, but adding 20 to 30 minutes of cardio 3 to 5 times per week is essentially going to keep your heart rate elevated. It's going to burn some extra calories and, just get you to start focusing on losing body fat. And alternating between these two phases is the key to getting that ripped look. So again, 3 weeks and 3 weeks, that's also not something that's set in stone. If you are starting off pretty skinny or from a lower weight without too much muscle mass, you can always extend that bulking phase to 6 to 8 weeks and then switch back to cutting. Or if you're already at a high body fat percentage, you can start by cutting for 3 to 6 weeks and then switch to the bulking phase once you've lost a little bit of weight. So it needs to be kind of tailored to you, but at the end of the day, achieving a low body fat percentage while having some muscle mass results from alternating between these two phases.